is Ephesians chapter 6, verse 11. Put on the whole armor of Yahweh, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Right, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Right, this is all spiritual as well. That's Satan trying to take away the word. And this is what we're wrestling up against spiritual wickedness in high places, man. A damn prime fights, man.
Man, I was just reading that scripture. They gave me no Jake. You know Jake was doing. They ain't got nothing else to do with riding bike, man. Sit there, pimp it up all day long, man.
Hey, brother, why you got an American flag on your bike? You gotta repent. You gotta repent. Keep the commandments. Damn shame, man. You know, so Jake is just caught up in folly, madness, wickedness. That's why a lot of people gotta die, man. What is that profiting you right now? To ride up and down Greek town with a damn bike, with a radio on your bike. Ephesians 6 and 12.
This is the book of Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Right, spiritual wickedness in high places. Hey, brother. Hey, brother. On the phone. Hey, what's your nationality, brother? Huh? What's your nationality? Can I show you a problem with that? Can I show you an error with that? You an Israelite, brother. Alright? And vexing dealing with Israel. What precept you got?
Hosea 4.
You can bring it up.
My people are destroyed with a lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge, so I will reject thee. That thou shalt not press unto me.
Read it slow.
That shall not press unto me, seeing thou forgettest the law of thy God. I will forget thy children.
Right, the Lord said my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Alright? Isaiah 5:13. Hey, brother. Isaiah 5:13.
Isaiah chapter 5, verse 13. Therefore, my people are gone into captivity.
Right, that's why we gone into captivity. Read on.
Because they have no knowledge.
They have no what?
No knowledge.
You don't got no knowledge, man. If you had the knowledge, you wouldn't be riding bikes right now, man. Up and down with Greek time. If you really had the knowledge of the Bible and the scriptures, your spirit wouldn't compel you to do something like that on the Sabbath day. Doing your own pleasure, going into your own thing. Psalm 58 and 13, man. Give me Isaiah 1 and 2. We can only imagine how the Lord feel, man, when he see folly like this going on. Isaiah 1 and 2.
Look at Isaiah chapter 1, verse 2. Hear, O heavens, and give here, O earth, for Yahweh hath spoken. I have nourished and brought up children.
The Lord said, have nourished and brought up children. Because he brought us up. Right? The Most High exalted the Israelites. He blessed us to be the holy people. Read on.
And they have rebelled against me.
Right? They have rebelled against the Lord. Read on.
The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel do not know. My people do not consider. Ah, sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity.
What the Lord said?
A people laden with iniquity.
Right? He said, ah, sinful nation. A people laden with iniquity, meaning they covered in their sins, man. Right? So Israel, man, just repent and keep these commandments, man. The Lord says the laws are not grievous. Now, why you want to die before your time? Give me Zephaniah 2:1. Bring it up.
It's the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1.
Hey, brother, you got a minute to hit a word?
What's up?
What's your first of all, what's your name?
It's Mike.
Mike? How you doing, Mike?
What's your name?
Malachi.
Malachi.
Yeah.
Malachi.
Alright, so brother Mike, alright? What's your nationality?
My nationality?
Yeah.
Well,
Hold up that sign right quick, brother.
that's a pretty deep discussion.
Pretty deep discussion.
Right.
You know why? We're going to get it out of the scriptures. We're going to show a historical thing that actually happened in history, and this is how we validate the Bible to be a true book.
My point is, if you understand
Deuteronomy
the Bible,
28 and 68. Hold up one second, brother.
excerpt
Okay, I get what you're saying, brother, but let's read the
that
scriptures.
was defined
Bring it out.
by the
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Now, this is Moses speaking to the Israelites. He said, if you break the commandments, I'm going to bring you back into Egypt with ships. Now, Egypt has a biblical meaning. So we're going to get it. Exodus 20:2, man.
So, that's good, man, but you subscribing to something that, as I said, is an excerpt of truth.
Give me Exodus
It's
20:2.
really just a hand that really is designed to point you
Exodus
to
20.
God.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which hath brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
What does Egypt mean?
Out of the house of bondage.
The word Egypt means the house of bondage.
That's all.
Another word for bondage is slavery. So let's go back to verse 68. Bring it out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again
Meaning bondage or slavery again. Read on.
with ships.
With what?
With ships.
With ships. Now, how did the so-called black man get to the Americas?
Well, you
What
have to
form of
understand,
transportation?
there were black men in America
With
even before,
ships.
even before
Bring it out.
slavery.
By the
But you
way
have to
whereof I
understand
spake
that
unto
it wasn't
thee,
just
thou
black
shalt
men
see
that
no
got
more
to America
again.
by ships.
And
White men
there
got to
you
America
shall
by
be sold
ships.
into your enemies
This was a nation
for bondmen
that was founded
and
by
bondwomen,
Native Americans,
and no
which
man
are
shall
we
buy
know
you.
today as
Give me
Indians.
Sirach 27 and 11.
So listen, you guys go ahead with
All right,
that.
so you got to hold your peace, brother.
No, you go ahead with that,
You
man.
babbling at this point.
No, at this point you babbling.
You got babbling.
You quoting scriptures from
Give me
a Reverend
Ecclesiastes
King
5 and
James,
1.
and if you don't even know the history of King James.
You don't know the history of King James.
Oh, I do. I
Give me
can tell you
Ecclesiastes 5 and 1.
history of King James.
I'm going to show you your problem, brother.
I
I'm
don't
going to show
have a
you your problem.
You don't,
Ecclesiastes
you can't
5
tell me
and
I
1.
have a problem.
Ecclesiastes
when you don't
chapter 5,
understand
verse
your own
1.
problem.
Keep thy foot.
Do what?
Keep thy foot.
Right, so that brother don't know how to keep his foot. He's talking too much. He's babbling. Right, the brother all over the place, man. Bring it out.
Keep thy foot when thou goest in the house of Yahweh. And be more ready to hear.
Be more ready to what?
And be more ready to hear.
So that brother problem is he didn't want to hear. He just want to state his point, his so-called knowledge that he thinks he had. Read on.
Then give sacrifice of fools.
Right, so that brother is a fool, man. Give me Proverbs 3 and 7. He can't teach us nothing. Proverbs 3 and 7. He can't teach us nothing. Alright? Brother don't even know his nationality. So you don't know the history of King James. First of all, King James was a so-called black man from the tribe of Judah. Alright? Proverbs 3 and 7. He was an upright man. If you really truly knew the history of him. Proverbs 3 and 7.
The book of Proverbs chapter 3 verse 7. Be not wise in thy own eyes.
The Lord said,
Be not wise in thy own eyes.
our people always trying to be wise in their own eyes, man. You don't know about the Bible. They scoffing against the scriptures. That's the definition of them being wise in their own eyes. Read on.
Fear Yahweh and depart from evil. It shall be health to thy navel and marrow to thy bones.
Give me Romans 12 and 16. Yeah, man. The Lord said, be not wise in your own eyes. You hold that. Romans 12 and 16. 12. That's why the scriptures say a babbler and a fool will regard no time. Bring it out.
book of Romans chapter 12, verse 16. And if the ear say, because I am not the eye.
That's Romans 12 and 16. No, that's not what I want.
That's it, right here.
Yeah.
This is Romans chapter 12, verse 16. Be of the same mind one toward another. Mind not high things. Be slakia, but condescend to men of low estate. Be not wise in your own conceits.
What the Lord say?
Be not wise in your own conceits.
Right. Be not wise in your own conceits, man. Like, don't be wise in your own eyes. Yeah. Come. It's all good.
Verse 17. Recompense to no man evil for evil. Provide things honest in the sight of all men.
Right, there you go. And this is honest in the sight of all men. That's why a lot of people can't deal with it. All these posters, all this literature, all these scriptures that's coming out is honest in the sight of men. All right, we're not telling you no lies. These things actually happen throughout history. All right, get Emmett Till, man. Get Emmett Till. And how you feel about Emmett Till? How do you feel about Emmett Till?
I have no idea.
That's what the so-called white man did to that brother right there. Emmett Till, they beat his face in. But you don't give a damn. All right? So that's what we out here bringing out, man. They don't care about our oppression. Right, how we was... Man, get Emmett Till again, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. So you Israelites, if y'all don't get mad behind that thing, if y'all don't want the blood of the so-called white man, y'all gotta die with him, man.
That's right.
Look what he did to your brother. Look at his brother. Look at his back. Brother back is tore up, man. All because Esau had a bad day that day. He didn't pick enough cotton, so Esau beat his back in. Alright? Or he was found reading and Esau beat his back in. Damn devil. Yeah, but the Lord said, be not wise in your own conceits, man. Yeah, give me that. Sirach 27 and 11.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 27, verse 11.
It's going back to that brother that came up.
The discourse of a godly man is always with wisdom.
Right, so if you a godly man, you're going to deal with wisdom, right? You're not going to be, going all over the place.
But a fool changes at the moon.
Right, a fool changes as the moon. You want to talk about King James, then you want to talk about we all mingle, then we all the same, we one nation, we human beings. Brother, you all over the place, man. Let's stick to one thing at a time. But see, a fool can't stick to one thing at a time, man. A fool will not regard time. What's that precept? A babbling, a fool will regard no time. Bring that out.
Keep with your schedule.
Yeah. No, it's in the box. Alright. See, that's the problem, man. Our people want to buck up, come against the truth. Look, brother, we just trying to edify you or teach you your nationality, man. Teach you about the oppression of your people, man. Alright? It's all good. Give me Ecclesiastes 7:7. Alright. Yeah. Emmett Till, man, Kendrick Johnson, Trayvon Martin, Tamir Rice, Sandra Bland, Philando Castile. And the list goes on and on, man. We could literally be out here naming names all day long. For a week straight. Bring that out.
It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
The Lord said, surely oppression make a wise man mad. Read on.
And a gift destroyeth the heart.
Right, so when we see the oppression of our people, we get mad. Right, and the Lord said we can get mad because look, a wise man is going to get mad seeing the oppression of his people. Read Deuteronomy 28 and 34. They come out here, they tell us to smile, get over it. It'll be okay. God loves everybody. Right? But it's still blood that you got to account for, Esau. Deuteronomy 28:34.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 34. So that thou shalt be mad for the sight of thine eyes, which thou shalt see.
Thou shalt be mad for the sight of thy eyes, which thou shalt see. Alright, how y'all feel about Emmett Till? Mario Luigi. Alright. So the Lord said, for thou shalt be mad for the sight of thy eyes. That's in the curses. Alright, Deuteronomy 28.
Give me 66.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 66. And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shalt have no assurance. Yes, assurance of thy life.
Talking about the Israelites, man. Our life hanging in doubt. We ain't got no assurance of our life. We gotta worry about Esau all day. Right? It's just nothing but oppression, man. Bring it up. Give me Baruch 4:25. Luke chapter 4, verse 25. Bring it up.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 25. My people suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from Yahweh.
Right, so the Lord said, suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from Yahweh. Because ultimately, this is a judgment from the Most High. Right, you know, all these grievous things that happen to us is nothing but a judgment. Read on.
For thy enemy have persecuted thee.
Hey, brother, you got meant to hear the word.
Hey, brother. Hey.
For thy enemy have persecuted thee. Read on.
But shortly thou shalt see his destruction, and shalt tread upon his neck.
Guess what? The Lord said, shortly thou shalt see his destruction and tread upon his neck, man.
Right.
So that's what we waiting for, man. Yeah, we get mad, we get vexed, you know. Give me Hebrews 13 and 6, I believe it is.
It's eating money. It's eating money.
No, it's it's Hebrews 10 and 36, I believe. No, continuing city. That's a good one too. Bring that up.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 36. Where ye have no need and patience, that after ye have done the will of Yahweh, ye might receive the promise. For yet a little while, and he will come, and will not tarry.
Right, so Yahweh Shai is coming, man. So you Israelites, just hold on. We know how y'all feel about Esau, you know, but you got to stay in the spirit. Read on.
Now,
Hey, brother, you got a minute to hear the word? It's not for y'all, man. Yeah, because you're an Edomite. You're a devil. And you're going to slavery, man.
That's right.
Yeah, so get out of here. Bring it out.
now,
Slocky, his friend was warning him. His friend was kind of warning him, don't do it, man.
Man, I heard it.
Bring it out.
verse 38. Now the just shall live by faith, but if any man draw back, my soul shall have no pleasure in him.
Right, so we got to live by the faith. But if you draw back onto sin, the Lord said his soul is going to have no pleasure in you. Somebody give me Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 28. So you got to have that faith, man. Hey, brother, what's your nationality? What's your nationality? Your nationality?
Yeah. Mixed.
Mixed to what?
White, black.
What's your father?
He's black.
Black. All right, so you're an Israelite from the tribe of Judah. How did we come over here in America? What form of transportation?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't get into all that.
You don't get into all that? You don't get into your history? Why? Because you hate yourself and you need to get out and you're a coon? Come on, man. Wisdom of Solomon 7:28. I don't get into all that. Wisdom of Solomon 7:28.
It's the book of Wisdom, Solomon, chapter 7, verse 28. For God loveth none but him that dwelleth with wisdom.
Right, so God don't love you dirty Edomites, man.
That's right.
Y'all don't dwell with wisdom. You vile beasts, disgusting creature. Bring it out.
For she is more beautiful than the sun, and above all the order of stars. Beginning compared with the light, she is bound before it.
Right, so God loveth none but him that dwelleth with wisdom, man. And the only people that's dwelling with wisdom are the Israelites.
That's right.
Give me Sirach 4:16. Hey, what's y'all nationality? Y'all look like zombies, man. Y'all look like zombies, man. Y'all gotta repent. Keep the commandments. And pull your pants up. Pull your pants up. You look like a sodomite, brother. You need to pull your pants up, man.
Not being effeminate.
That's crazy. He looked at me, man. Pull your damn pants up. Get all that weed, all that GMO weed, man. All them GMO foods, man. Got them acting like zombies. All that fluoride. Got your mind burnt. Yeah, it's a Rock 4:16.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 4, verse 16. If a man commit himself unto her,
Talking about wisdom. If a man commit himself unto wisdom, read on.
he shall inherit her, and his generation shall hold her in possession. For at the first she will walk with him by crooked ways.
Talking about wisdom. At the first, wisdom is going to walk with you by crooked ways. It's going to bring you through a lot of trials and tribulations. Read on.
And bring fear and dread upon him,
Bring fear and dread upon him. Read on.
and torment him with her discipline, until she may trust his soul and try him by her laws.
Read on.
Then will she return the straight way unto him, and comfort him, and shew him her secrets. But he go wrong, she will forsake him.
It say if he go wrong, she will forsake him. Read on.